Hi everyone, this is the Empty Nester. How are you today? It looks like it's time to pick some tomatoes. Are you ready for a sandwich? Looks like the robins are out here looking for breakfast too. There's 4 of them in the field. Need to get the grass raked up, but it's kind of damp right now. And get it in the garden, covering areas that need mulching. All the asparagus beans look like they're in bloom today. Looks like we're going to have a bumper crop. I've already got some right here started. I planted these late because of the heat, and they're doing just fine. Let's see, who should we pick? Let's pick all of these guys here. Weather really affected the harvest this year, or the crop. Let's see. Looks like a salad is in our future. What are you picking in your garden today? If you see some like this, there's splits. That's from the rain we had. And if you see holes like this in a tomato, it's possible the tomato hornworm may have done it, or the larva, the small baby one. And the split like that is still from the sun. You know, this tomato grows to a certain point, and then the rain made things burst into growth, and that splits the skin of the tomato. I won't make you watch all the picking. I'll go ahead and get things picked. Look at all these yellow ones. You want them really bright yellow. See how this one's kind of white? Not quite right. This one's splitting. Let's save all the seeds since I got it open. It's not really as sweet as the original parent. When you're breeding tomatoes, it's like, there goes the squash bug. You need to add some Epsom salts and get the flavors going. When you have rain, it kind of washes the flavor out. Yesterday they were really tasty. Today they're adequate. So Epsom salts, here we come. That one there. Let's take a look. It actually could use another day on the vine. These tomatoes were really perfect. You know, the lack of disease this year, and then when we got the rain, the leaves started getting the spots on them from blight. And it is a soil-borne thing where it can splash up from the ground, but there's no way to avoid it or get rid of it if your weather is in the rainy mode and conditions for blight are good. High humidity and a lot of rain. All you can do is pull off the leaves and then add some nutrition, because the healthier the plant, the healthier its immune system. That's why I add coffee and Epsom salts whenever we've got a lot of rain, and it keeps the plants pretty much healthy. Oh man, look at that. I just found another one, and this one might be ready. And then I've got cat face. It's not ready on that side, so I'll have to let this sit in the window. But it has cat facing on it. There's a lot of cat facing this year, it looks like. Speaking of cat faces, look, there's a cat face. Milo's here to help. But let's get to picking. Here's another really funny cat facing. It looks like 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Isn't that cute? And then next to it, that one's really damaged. I wonder why we had so much cat facing this year. We were too hot, too warm, too cold. And the blossoms, like this one right here, see how it's still got the brown on top of it? Pull that off and there's a deformity there. It looks like 2 plants or 2 tomatoes on it. So this plant's gonna create something where both tomatoes are growing together. This one has cat facing. See, the brown here is the scar. And then down here, there's one that has brown still on it. We'll take that off. With the temperatures, when they go up above 90, then the blossoms quit setting. That's why at first we've got tomatoes on the bottom. Midway they're missing, and then at the top they're starting again. But with the temperatures being really hot today, there's a good chance that these may or may not set fruit. Let's just hope they do. This looks like a tomato hornworm at work in here, and then that's scarring from sunburn on this one. Also, if this were blossom end rot, a dark spot on the bottom, you would need more calcium in the soil. But I don't see it on any of the other tomatoes. But I do see more damage right here on these. See the holes? There's a tomato hornworm at work in here. And they blend in, so we have to start searching. There's more blooms to replace these guys. Just throw these out. There's another one that's been chewed on. And then these leaves are curled. It's from it being almost 100 degrees, and then we finally got rain, and it just curled their leaves right up, and they'll just eventually roll up and die. And like these right here, and the new leaves up here look perfectly fine, so it's not going to hurt anything. Okay, let's get out the scale and see how much it weighs. Turn it off, turn it on. That might be looks like 7 pounds, 14.75 ounces. Not bad for the first harvest, huh? And I already ate, what was it, some yesterday. So probably 8 pounds. You know what the best part of having tomatoes that aren't quite perfect is? The fact that you know that you grew them yourself, you know what went into them, you know that this isn't really anything that's harmful. You can just cut it out, and an ugly tomato is a perfect tomato because you know that it's going to be healthy, it's going to be full of really good flavor. It's not going to taste like cardboard, and you can save the seeds from it and regrow again next year, so there's no more cost. It's all free tomatoes. You can take these and turn them into salsa. Add some of the hot peppers or green peppers, some of the onions you just harvested. Take the paste tomatoes and slice them up and dehydrate them and turn them into powder. Sauce, spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce, just fresh tomato sandwiches, anything you want.